Hello, I'm here to talk about heterosexual homosexuality and talk about how being gay doesn't make you queer. My name is Andrew Foster. If you don't know who I am, I'm a young 20-year-old gay man living in Rochester, and I have some interesting ideas, so let's pretend this is just a little sleepover robe and let's have our little woke awakening. This is just a lot of playful discussion, but also some serious nature and just some ideas I've been bubbling with. And if you're interested in having intellectual discussions about sexuality, politics, art, music, life, leave a comment or subscribe. I'd love to have you on my journey of evolution. And I'm mainly here to talk about heterosexuality, heterosexual homosexuality, and gay racism in the gay community. Some of this is inspired by original thought, but other is also, I watched The Glass Closet on YouTube. I really encourage you to watch those episodes because they give you a little more wokeness and other ideas about being queer and what that philosophy means in our society. I kind of had this analogy, like if you took geometry, you may remember a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. It's kind of like being gay doesn't make you queer, but being queer makes you gay. Because gay is, by definition, just same-sex attraction. You like a male you're sexually attracted to. But being queer has that, but also has the embodiment of activism, outspokenness, boldness, being peculiar, not being willing to be put in boxes, or just being willing to swim upstream. And that's a skill I'm still developing, and I feel like I'm still a baby queer because I grew up gay and I'm trying to embody queerness. And it's just like, I've been in the relationships where it's like, oh, you date a 10-year older person, they look alike, and then they look like me, but they have facial hair, so they're the top and I'm the bottom. So it's like, there's too many like stereotypes. So it's like, oh, two white gay men dating each other, they look alike. And then it's just like, partly internal racism in the gay community. More on that later. But, and I feel like being a twink that way is just like the equivalent of being a brain dead housewife. And I'm gonna eventually get a lobotomy in 20 years. I'm like, I don't want that life. Like, I'm too smart, and people worked way too hard for me just to live that lifestyle. And yeah. And the labels like top and bottom are literally just heterosexual labels for like penetrated versus the penetrator. And it's like, those are heterosexual labels for homosexuality because everything is before thought as in heterosexuality terms, when really, joke's on you, I'm a side. If you know what that means, you're cool. But we don't have to live a heterosexual lifestyle, and I don't have to embody a heterosexual relationship just dating a man. I can have a dynamic, complex, multifaceted approach to homosexuality and live my own queer, peculiar life and live for me, live in the best, most efficient, abundant, fulfilling way that I can, and have an amazing partner one day that fulfills my needs, and we make each other stronger and have fun and live a meaningful life. And just being gay and like living a heterosexual relationship would be being a housewife I mentioned before. And like, I'm sorry about to sneeze, but Black trans women and the Stonewall riot have fought way too hard for me just to live heterosexual homosexuality life, and it would just be too sad if I stopped there. And I don't want a traditional relationship. I mentioned I want to one day move to New York City and have a heart closed, legs open relationship with a partner like that. And I need to be queer and stand up for what's wrong, and some gay racism. Like, gays tend to be democratic, blue liberal, pro most issues like immigration, racism, and like, but I think because of Western beauty standards, partly, it's kind of an issue. Like, I mean, porn also appeals to Western beauty standards. Uncut, white, and shaped males, not always the most diverse. They've been better over the past few years. But gay racism in the sheets, like, it's bad. It used to be bad for me before I acknowledged this. excluding someone from your race, excluding a race from your dating pool is racism. But I think it's also with the instantaneousness. Like Grindr, near an app, and it's not real. Like if they were at a bar, you'd probably have a conversation, you wouldn't walk away, but on Grindr you can just block someone, and that's fucked up. When I was like 16, 18, yes, I was on Grindr before I was 18, because the internet is the Wild West. There are no rules. So I could probably give some story times about that if you're interested, but I used to been better about this, but I was scared. I'd be a volatile twink and just block like crazy, and I've been better about that because that's fucked up. But people should know it's that app. You should have no expectations, but I've seen like so many TikToks and memes about people like, oh, it's not that bad, you're not having a bad day, or like, oh, you can send a Facebook and then you get blocked immediately, and like, yes, like, it's so sad that like being pretty gives you more privilege in the gay community, being in shape and that stuff, but there's also underlying racism about in the sheets in the gay community. Like they'll be woke politically, but in the streets, but in the sheets they will exclude that whole race or multiple races from their dating type, which is fucked up. But being queer, I need to embody innovation and change and speak up for what's right. So that's what I'm trying to evolve into, and being queer, not just gay. Like one of the scariest quotes in history is, oh, we've always done it that way. And it's just like, change can be good, change is needed. And if we did stuff the same way, I'd still be living a heterosexual, homosexual lifestyle. And I don't want that. And I want to be wise and share my truth and live a meaningful, fulfilling life. And I hope you do the same. And if any of these ideas resonate with you, please leave a comment below. Or if you have similar thoughts or disagreements, I'm really open to just chatting and continuing this discussion, because this is meaningful stuff for me. This is important. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Stay sexy.